Hi everyone, it is Kieran Kane here, the store owner of Spennymoor Sports. We are the undisputed champion of boxing equipment here in the northeast of England. We are located in Spennymoor town, 24 High Street, directly on the High Street here in our store. And yeah, we sell equipment, boxing equipment to everyone in and around the world, and this is our YouTube channel, and today we have got episode number 2, and the topic today is hand protection. It all starts with your hand wraps and what you're wrapping your hands with. So you can use two types of hand wraps for this. You can either use the elasticated cottons, which have that little bit of a stretch in them, or you can use the non-elasticated cottons, which again are just the tough taut type ones that you would wrap your hands with. Me personally, I like to use the non-elasticated cotton hand wraps, because by not having that stretch in the hand wraps, when you wrap your hands, providing you do a good wrap on your hands, it'll give you very much a pot-like feel to your hand wrap, meaning your hand is fixed in that position, and obviously your hand is in the correct position, aligned with obviously your wrist. It's preference. Some people, or majority of people, find the elasticated cottons a lot more comfortable than the non-elasticated, but again, it is just preference. Secondly, how are you wrapping your hands? So fortunately, we have YouTube, and we have a whole library on there of people wrapping their hands in different techniques and patterns. There's no right or wrong way of wrapping your hands, just as long as you have the basics or the fundamentals thought of for when you're wrapping your hands. And the fundamentals of when you're wrapping your hands would be that your wrist is secure, your thumb joint, especially this joint, this is always a problematic joint on the hand there. Your thumb, if you ever sparred and you've stubbed your thumb, a lot of people break the thumbs that way. Your thumb is secure, and obviously you've got a bit of padding there on the front of the knuckles, again another important area. So wrist, thumb and knuckles, those are the three key areas that you need to focus on when wrapping your hands. And again, there's no right or wrong way to this, but again, I would advise you to have a look on YouTube and look at ways that other people are wrapping the hands, and just find your own pattern and go from there. After you have nailed your pattern of your hand wraps, and you can do a pretty good hand wrap yourself, bearing in mind you've got the three key areas covered there in your hand wrap, if you feel like you need more protection, you can add in other bits of equipment into your hand wraps, such as the Winning NG2 gel knuckle guards, which is just a simple knuckle guard that you slip on and then you add the wrap in over the top, and it just adds a little bit more protection on the knuckles there. Or you've got another type, which is a new kid on the block. It is the Skulltech gel knuckle guards. So these are a large silicone type pad that you can either fold in half to create the knuckle pad, or you can lay it on the back of your hand, do half a wrap, trap it with your wrap, fold it back over on the front of your knuckles, and then trap it again. So this gives a bit more protection, not only on the knuckles but obviously on the back of the hand. I would advise that you use some tape to maybe box it in a little bit more, so it's not shuffling around or doesn't move up your hand when you get them in those gloves. But they are a new bit of equipment that is becoming very, very popular. So they are my two picks of extra bits of equipment you can add into your hand wrap when you need to protect your hands that little bit more. And then lastly, if you say you're using your hand wrap, you've got a good hand wrap technique, you've got a knuckle guard added in there, and you just feel like you're missing a little bit of something more there, you can start to add in the tape. The areas again that you would add the tape in would be on the wrist, just to obviously fix it in the crux of your wrist, so you're not getting as much flex. Some people like to just layer it till it sort of lessens that flex in the wrist area. You've got the thumb as well. You can add it in over the top of your thumb, so you're securing that joint a little bit more. or you can use it on the back of your hand, so it gives you that sort of that feel of togetherness or tightness on the back of your hand, feeling like your hand is fixed. And really, again, you just need to remember you're trying to keep your hand or your fist fixed in that position, especially of when it's in a glove. You don't want too much flex or free movement in that glove, because that is where injuries to the hand occur. And that's it really. That's all there is to it with protecting your hands. You've got to pick the hand wrap that you're using, whether it's elasticated or non-elasticated hand wraps. It doesn't matter whichever you feel comfortable with. Secondly, it is the technique. How you're wrapping your hands. Are there a good wrap? Is there ways you could improve on it? Once you've got that nailed, if you feel like you need more support, you can add in the knuckle gels, the Winans or the Skulltex, being my two picks. And then lastly, if you feel like you need more support, add in the hand wrap tape in the key areas, the wrist, the thumb area and the back of the hand. And that's all there is to it with the hand protecting. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. That is episode number 2. Don't forget to give our channel a subscribe, and make sure you're following us on our socials: Instagram at spennymower.sports, TikTok at spennymowersports, and Facebook Spennymower Sports. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.